What's poppin' YouTube? It's your boy D, aka the Strength Squad General. Welcome back to another video, another sit down with your boy D. Maybe I'll start calling them sit down sessions. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. But before I delve into this video, I know I get asked a lot, why do I do these videos? Why do I do these motivational videos? Why am I inspired? And of course, it's a long laundry list of the reasons why I do it. But in brief, I'll say one of the main reasons why I do it is once upon a time growing up, I'm just gonna say when I was younger, I wish I had someone who can, share these nuggets. The nuggets that I'm sharing with you, I wish I had someone that could share those nuggets with me as well growing up. And I told myself, if I get it right, and I promised to get it right, and I told myself I will get it right, and I got it right. And I told myself that I'll never forget to reach out to someone who may be traveling a similar path that I've traveled, who just needs some advice, who just needs somebody like a big brother, or just somebody who's gonna, pour positivity into their ear, into their life. And they may be in a challenging environment to where they may not be getting it. And so that was pretty much a similar situation. That was pretty much my case. Just looking for, someone to help show me in the right direction. And, coming from environments similar to mine, it's kind of hard to find because, we're all kind of isolated. We do what we see. You feel me? We do what we see. That's why it's important to have someone or people in your ear, people in your life that's going to, drop nuggets and, show you a different way of going about things. And so growing up, the way I grew up, unfortunately, I saw people drop off. I saw people not make it. I saw people end up in jail. I saw people, take the course of action and the route of life that I was traveling, and I decided to turn my life around. And many of those people didn't have people to, drop nuggets in their life. Some had moms and dads in their life to, pull them by the coattail, which I didn't understand why they decided to still come outside and be outside. But, some people are admired by a lifestyle that I wanted to get away from. But anyway, so I told myself one day I would come through, man, and I would, try to inspire as many lives as I possibly can and just give information after information after information. And if only one person pick up what I'm putting down, then it's all worth it in the end. Anyway, if you're here for positive content, keep in mind this is a positive vibe community, so any negativity, you already know you're getting blocked. We don't do that around here, man. It's all positive vibes here. And if you're new to my channel, make sure you log all the way in, subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications. That way you won't miss none of my content. And to all my returning supporters, I appreciate all you guys, man. My day ones, my in-betweens, and my as of nows. I appreciate all you guys. But anyway, y'all, let's delve right into it. This one piece of information I'm gonna share with you guys, it may seem small, bro. It may seem small, but it's huge and it's critical when it comes to your success. It's huge and it's critical when it comes to your growth. It's huge and it's critical when it comes to advancing yourself. If you take this course of action, not only will you be robbing yourself from a peace of mind, which is the real bag, you'll also be limiting your potential. You will never ever reach your potential, your full potential. You feel me? Of course, you'll be able to achieve some things, but you'll never reach your full potential, your own full potential, for the simple fact that you're too distracted by trying to walk out someone else's lifestyle, for the simple fact that you are too busy caught up in binge watching what someone else is doing, and you're doing exactly what they're doing their way. When do you get a chance to do it your way? When do you get a chance to build your own niche? When do you get a chance to do it your way? When do you get a chance to discover who you are in your journey? And so it's very crucial and it's critical, and it's one of those things that a lot of people can miss if they don't pay attention to it, because of course, we are inspired by greatness. We are inspired by other people. I mean, I didn't just hop on YouTube and pick up a camera. I'm not the first person who have done it. So I wanted to make that point to let it be known that it's a difference between being inspired by somebody. It's a difference between being admirers of other talents, other people who are great at what they do, other people who are successful at what they do. It's a difference between being an admirer versus someone who's trying to do it exactly like them. That's where you rob yourself. That's where you lose. That's when you will never win. I'm telling you. If you try to do things and copycat the next person, you lose. You lose. Ultimately, you lose. So what do I like to do personally when it comes to branding myself, being my authentic self, when it comes to anything that I do and I'm inspired by what someone else does? I'll take bits and pieces of the information, but I'll never try to do it their way. I'll take bits and pieces of what I see that I'm inspired by. I'll take bits and pieces of what I learn from others, but I'll always bring it back home. I'll always bring it back home. I'll always keep in mind that I'm me. God put me on this place called Earth. He gave me life so that I can fulfill my purpose, so that I can live my life, so that I could be a vessel of the higher power to live out my skill sets, to live out my authentic gifts that God has given me. So of course, you know, in our travels of life, we're going to see other people doing things that, you know, we're inspired by. But at the same time, whatever you do, never forget to be you. Whatever you do, never forget to build you. Whatever you do, never forget that you are you for a reason. Never forget that you are not them for a reason. So again, it's okay to, you know, take what you see, the inspiring figures that we look up to. It's okay to see those paved lanes. It's okay to see what it is that they've created as inspiration, as a source of inspiration. But what's not okay is to try to be them while you're trying to pretty much pursue your life, bro. It's not okay to try to copycat or mimic the exact person that you're trying to become like or become, because keep in mind, you'll never attain that. It's okay to highlight the strategies. It's okay to highlight the greatness. It's okay to highlight the things that inspires you, that you see from others. But whatever you do, make sure that you don't forget to highlight the reason why you're here. Whatever you do, don't forget to highlight your authentic, unique self and your pursuit of greatness. Don't forget to highlight your greatness. Don't forget to highlight the fact that others may be inspired by your unique, authentic self. And it's important to craft yourself as such. It's important to make sure that we never forget our own identity as we're building our life. Whatever it is that we're chasing, whatever it is that we're trying to become, keep in mind the goal is for us to become the best versions of our own selves, not the best version through someone else, not the best version of the next person. You'll never achieve that. You'll never achieve that because that person has his own fingerprints, his or her fingerprints. You have your own fingerprints for a reason. And it's important to tap into the purpose that God got you here. And it's imperative that as we step foot in life, that we leave our own legacy, being our own authentic selves. You know what I'm saying? Living our full potential, being who we are in our walk of life. You feel me? So don't get so caught up, man, watching the next person. Don't get caught up binge watching the next person so hard, watching the next person's lane so hard that you crash out. Because that's exactly what it's like. It's like being in a whip, being in a car. You in your lane, right? This is the lane that God got you in. And you know, if you're paying attention to what the next person is doing in their vehicle, and if you pay so much attention to what the next person is doing in their whip, always remember your eyes is now off your road. Always remember your eyes is now off of your path. Always remember that now you have lost sight to what's in front of you because you're focusing on what's in front of them. You're focusing on the car they're in. You're focusing on where they're going. And the more you do that, the more you begin to drift off when it comes to your mission, the lane that you're in, bro. And it's okay to be of surveillance. It's okay to, you know, watch around and navigate your way through life. Ooh, I like that whip. That joint nice. Is it attainable for me? You know, if it's something that I want, then, you know, I'm not going to go and get their car. I'm gonna do what I gotta do to position myself to be able to buy one like it. You feel me? Oh, that person got shiny, nice rims. Oh, that person got this. Like, it's okay to use your peripherals as you travel, as you navigate. But at the moment that you take your eyes off the road completely, you stop focusing on your path, bro. You stop focusing on the lane that you're in. If you take your eyes off the lane long enough and you abandon the road that you're traveling and you paying attention to what everybody else is doing, you're gonna eventually crash, bro. You're gonna eventually crash and you'll never get to the destination that they're getting to because they're focused on what they're doing. You feel me? And you're focused on what they're doing. You will never reach those heights because you're so focused on what the next person is doing to where you forget that you have a lane. You forget that you're in a vehicle. You forget that God has equipped you to be in your own vehicle, to be right alongside these people who are doing exactly what you want to do. You are right there in the cusp of where you want to go. And you crash out because you're focusing on what they're doing specifically. It's like going to the gym. Don't get so caught up on the person with the physique that you want, that you admire. It's okay to admire a person if you find yourself saying, you know what, I want to tone up something, I want to put on some muscle, I want to, you know what I'm saying, whatever your goal is. Don't get so caught up in what the next person has done to accomplish their physique, bro. Don't get so caught up in what the next person has done to obtain their goal. You may not want to do what they do to get those results. That person that you're looking up to in the gym, Whole time you don't realize they taking steroids while you trying to go the natural route, or while you're thinking that they're going the natural route. And you know, the whole time you trying to chase their hustle, you trying to chase their grind, you trying to chase their physique goals, bro. And you'll never obtain it for the simple fact that you want to stay natural all your life. And they, of course, took a different route, and you have no idea that when they go home, they putting a needle in their vein, and the whole time you thinking they're pretty much doing it a certain way because you see them in the gym, and the whole time they're not doing it that way, and you focusing so hard on the next person. Also keep in mind, our prototypes are different. Our genetics are different. They may be genetically gifted. They may not have to work that hard in the gym where you gotta bust your behind. Busting your behind, working hard day after day to still never be able to obtain the physique goal of the person that you're watching so hard, bro. That person literally may only work out half the time that you work out. They may not have to work out that hard. You feel me? They may go home and eat junk food, crap food, while you're eating clean, trying to chase them, trying to chase their goals. And you're just not built like them. You're built like you. You're built like you. You're built like how God customized you to be built like. On top of that, who's to say that you can't develop such a physique to where even with your, let's just say, disadvantages of not having your muscle bellies inserted in a way that theirs is, you still possess the potential to still develop a physique. You still have the potential to beat that person on stage if y'all ever competed. All you gotta do is just focus on building you. All you gotta do is just focus on what's in front of you, the person in the mirror, and not that person. And I promise you, the moment you take eyes off of watching the next person, binge watching the next person so hard trying to be just like them, and you start crafting and constructing yourself, and you start pouring into yourself more, not only will you start to begin to grow, not only will you start to see real growth, you'll see that as you reduce yourself to trying to be like this one person, whole time you have all of these qualities, bro. You'll see that as you trying to reduce yourself to be just like the person that you look up to, and I say reduce yourself not to take away from that person. You're taking away from your ability to expand yourself. You're taking away from your ability to see how much more you can accomplish. You're taking away from your ability to see how much you can expand within your own life, how much more you can accomplish within your own life. The goals that you have when you travel your own path and you do it your way, and you take your eyes off the next person and you do it your way, everything within your life will begin to expand. That playbook that you have in front of you will begin to expand. You'll start seeing so much within yourself. You'll start seeing so much potential that you would have left on the table if you was focusing so much on the next person. But the moment that you shift your focus from their lane back into your lane and start appreciating what's in front of you, you'll start seeing all of these peaks and valleys that you never paid attention to. You'll start to see, oh snap, not only can I accomplish these goals, there's more that I can do. There's so much more that I could do. You'll start finding these creative genes. It'll just start coming to you. I promise you, when you focus on you, you'll start discovering all of these unique qualities that makes you you and not them. And then you'll begin to appreciate them. You'll be glad that you focused on you. You'll be glad that you took the shift, the focus off the next person, and you focused on the person in front of you. It's okay to admire, but when you binge watch for so long, you'll look up and realize that you haven't accomplished anything because you were so focused on what the next person was doing. My bad, y'all, the camera shut off. It was overheating. I guess it couldn't, take all the heat we was dropping, all the nuggets we was dropping today on the video. But anyway, I'm gonna end the video, y'all, by saying, once again, man, stop binge watching the next person so hard, bro, that you forget to pay attention to the lane that you're traveling on, bro. Stop watching other people so hard to where you're trying to become a copycat, a duplicate version of something and someone else that you'll never become because they're who they are. They're authentic within themselves and you'll never be able to surpass them when it comes to them being them. But you can always be superior when it comes to you being you. Stay in your lane, stay on your journey, stay on your path. Because you'll find that not only will you achieve your goals, you're gonna see that there's so much more to you than meets the eyes. But anyway, y'all, this will conclude the video. Make sure you guys lock all the way in. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. Make sure those post notifications are on. That way you guys will not miss a video. Appreciate all the love and support that we get. To the next video, do what brings life to you. Please don't let those words go over your head. Do what brings life to you. And it's a great chance that you'll bring life to whatever it is that you do. To the next video, peace and blessings, one love, strength.